I am David Belman, and I am president and owner of Belman Homes, and we build homes and communities and developments in the area. Born in Waukesha, raised in Waukesha, I've never left my whole life. So we had a building business as soon as I was a child. So it was literally in the basement of our house. So when I say I grew up in the building industry, I literally grew up in the building industry. And so nightly conversations at the dinner table were, about contractors and customers and building homes. So it just kind of became second nature to me. I'm 17 years old, graduated high school. While my friends were out, playing around in the summer and having their summer off before college, I was at night going and getting my real estate license. My parents both went to Carroll, so they're both Carroll alumni. In fact, they met here at the school and eventually married, so that was kind of a neat story in and of itself. And as I went to Carroll here, I sold houses full-time as well. So I was a commuter student, and I sold homes and worked full-time while going to school. They had a business program that was really primarily what I was interested in. So I took and majored in business administration. I also took some psychology courses. But one thing that got me really interested in the community aspect was something, again, from my father. There was a story in the newspaper about a local ice rink that couldn't be open anymore. It was something that my dad used to skate on as a kid, and he was a lifelong Waukesha resident as well. He contacted someone at the city, found the appropriate person, asked him how much would it take to get this thing back open again, and I think it was like $4,000 or something. So he just wrote him a check right away, and it was really important to him that that stayed and it was part of the community. And so I think that's kind of where I started to learn that it's not just about how much money you make or how many homes you build, but the impact that you can make on your community. I have a project called Operation Finally Home, and we help build mortgage-free homes for wounded war heroes here in Wisconsin. What had happened was I got invited to a concert in Vegas when I was at the International Builders Show. There was a veteran there, and they had this little concert, and then they did this video. He was going to serve his entire life in the military. That's all he wanted to do. That was his career. That was his passion. He was in a vehicle, and it ran over an IED. He had to retire from the only job he knew and loved. Then this organization found him called Operation Finally Home, and they gave him a brand new mortgage-free home. I saw this video, and you could see how he just dramatically changed from that point on. And I just knew that somehow, some way, I would be a part of it. It took about a year and a half before things aligned where I could do that. And it's a lot to think about. Like, how do you give a house away completely free? I remember when I actually made the commitment and I agreed to do that home. I was driving home. I had about a 2.5 hour ride home, and I'm driving home thinking, oh my gosh, what did I get myself into? And I felt alone. And then I told our team. They were excited about it. I started involving some other organizations, and it was like every time I told the story or explained what I wanted to do, more people came along and helped. And it went from feeling very alone to understanding that I had a lot of support here, and there was no way this was going to fail.
David, from the beginning, has just been so enthusiastic, just really wanting to figure out a way to help our veterans and figure out a way to thank them for their service. His enthusiasm on that first project was through the roof. I had the pleasure of being there when we surprised the first recipient, and it's such a blessing to be able to work with such a great group of people. And their team was so enthusiastic, they didn't want to stop. I give credit to David for being the first person to raise his hand and say, I want to bring this to Wisconsin. He's the leader of a great community. He's brought a lot of great people together, and together we're all able to honor our heroes with homes, which is wonderful.
One of the really cool things is very early on, we do a surprise. So they think they're coming to interview me about a potential build, but they don't know that I've already chosen them. After the home starts getting built, we again engage the community, but with an event that we call Notes of Love. And the house is all framed up. We go out there with Sharpies, and we let anybody that supported the project, whether donations or anyone in the community, and we let them write an inspirational message on the studs of the home. Then the next day we bring the family out, and they get to see all the love and all the inspiration that goes into this project. We finish building the home, and then we do the dedication ceremony. And we invite everyone in the community to come out, and we dedicate the home to them, and then we give them the keys to their brand new home. And just getting the reaction, the excitement from the kids, it's just amazing. And all these families become part of our Operation Finally Home in Wisconsin family. And so it's really neat. Like every year we have all these community events. We do 5Ks and golf outings and things like that. We invite the families. And so being able to see them and see the kids grow and see them thrive is really, really just heartwarming. And it's just a great part of the whole organization. And it just makes you want to continue to do it again and again. Now we've completed 6 homes here in Wisconsin. We have plans for number 7 later this year, and we're super excited to get going on it. I think getting involved with something like Operation Find Home, it's been very impactful for me. I mean, it's definitely challenged me as a leader, but it's made me, I think, a better person. It's kind of just expanded into all these other things, and so it's not just for me about building homes, but it's about hopefully leaving a positive legacy at the end of the day.